Hi everyone! Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. My stomach just growled and I'm wondering if you guys can hear that. Hi everyone! Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. My name is Sandy if you are new here, and on this channel we talk about all things interior design. If at the end of this video you like it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below any feedback that you have or any more videos that you want to see. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any uploads from me. Now, let's get into the video. When I was coming up with this video, I really didn't want to leave out my international audience because I recently learned that there are quite a few of you that watch me overseas, and I am so happy. I want to reach out into the screen and give every single one of you a hug. Actually, could you guys please comment what country you're from, because I just love knowing that you guys are all over the world. So this first organization I'm going to be talking about is called IIDA, and they span over 58 countries. IIDA stands for the International Interior Design Association. So a lot of you should have chapters in your countries that you can probably get involved with. I'm going to link all the websites down below so that you guys know where to go for resources, and you can see if your country is part of it and included. IIDA focuses mainly on commercial design and offering networking opportunities and professional resources for commercial designers. If you're not familiar with commercial design, I recommend referring to my video 6 jobs that you can get with an interior design degree, because I go into it more in depth there. Basically, if you want to network with other commercial interior designers and you want resources, and even other commercial students who are interested in commercial design, IIDA is a great organization, and it's across the world. It's not limited to the US. The rest of the organizations I'm going to list are limited to the US, so this is going to be for my US audience. The second organization is ASID, the American Society of Interior Designers. They focus mainly on residential. The website says that it does commercial too. They do. However, the chapters for example, IIDA here in Georgia, which is where I am, and then for ASID, the difference I've mainly noticed is that ASID weighs more heavily residential for people who are interested in that kind of work. But they have conventions, fairs, volunteer opportunities. The offices sometimes are looking for interns. There's different chapters in different states, and they have student members and professional members. A lot of these organizations will have a low price for student membership, like $80, something like that, and then a higher price, like $300 for the professional members. And when you get in as a student, they will sometimes waive the fees for the first year or something to help you continue your professional membership. If you are concerned about the dues, volunteering at these organizations is a great way to get involved without you having to pay if you can't afford it. So that's just something to think about. I recommend checking with the director of the program at your school, because they will be able to tell you what organizations and chapters are offered on campus. And if you're not in school yet, you can still call and find out, so that way you can get involved that way. It's a really great chance when you're part of those organizations, because they have chances for scholarships as well for students. So if you're wondering how to fund school, then looking to these organizations for scholarships is a really great way to help pay for some classes. The third organization you should know about is NKBA, the National Kitchen and Bath Association. Kitchens and bathrooms are the hardest rooms to do in a house, basically anything that you're doing at all, because if you mess up of someone's bedroom or their dining room, it might probably just be ugly, but if you mess up someone's kitchen or bathroom,
they could die.
it's serious. The plumbing needs to be perfect. There's fire in a kitchen, so you gotta make sure that all those things are lined up. All the electrical is right, all the plumbing is right. They require is certain level of skill, a certain level of professionalism, a certain level of knowledge, and there's an organization committed strictly to kitchens and bathrooms. People are always coming up with innovative ways to make your bathroom more functional and your kitchen more functional, to save space, all to help the environment, save water, save energy. All those kinds of things are really important, and NKBA focuses specifically on that. You should also know about NEWH, the Network of Executive Women in Hospitality. When we look at interior design now, mostly what's on TV is there are a lot of women in the industry and a lot of women in the field. And I think when people think decorating and making things pretty and making your house a home, they mostly think of women. And the thing with that is, it wasn't always like that. It was a lot of, historically, when you learn in school about, architects and designers, there were a lot of men who dominated the field, and they were perceived as being more knowledgeable about this kind of thing. And this was mainly, though, in commercial design. So women were kind of limited to the home, and men would go on to do, buildings and skyscrapers and hotels and all those other things, whereas women weren't really welcomed in that field and didn't have strong representation in that field. This organization was started to promote women in the field of hospitality, which is commercial design. And there are chapters on different campuses, like in some schools, not all of them, but they have scholarships, they have fairs, conventions, dues, the whole thing. But this is a network specifically that encouraged women and brought together women to go on into commercial hospitality design. This organization encouraged women and promoted a safe space for them to come and share their ideas and be recognized in commercial hospitality design, because again, like I said, they weren't always looked to be thought leaders or anything like that in this area of design. Since its start, it is inclusive of everyone, so it's not just women who's part of it. It's inclusive of all people who are interested in hospitality design specifically, but that is an organization that you might want to get involved if you're interested in commercial design as well. Another organization you should know about is EidN, the Black Interior Designers Network. This organization works to promote designers of color in the field of interior design. When you look to the mainstream media, there is not as much representation for us. That's actually one of the reasons I started my channel. I think that representation is very important, and when you see someone who looks like you doing something that you want to do, it really truly makes you believe that, I can do this too, and it's really empowering. And this organization works with different actual networks, television networks, to promote designers of color and get them in the mainstream media so that people are seeing their work and seeing that they're just as talented as anyone else, they're just as busy as anyone else, and they're just as knowledgeable as anyone else in the industry. So I really, really love the work that they do, and they have conventions and fairs and different events that they do here in Atlanta a lot, but across the country, and I will link down their website below for you to see. I myself have personally volunteered with them, and it's just really, really great what they do. I love going to the conventions and just hearing people talk about their stories, hearing people give insight into their experiences, hearing people talk about design, meeting people who were the first people of color in the interior design industry, in the interior design program at their school. They're like, or they were the first Black architect at their school. Sometimes I get DMs from you guys who tell me, it's really nice to see someone of color talking about design, because I don't see that a lot, or seeing someone who's Haitian, because I am Haitian, doing these kinds of videos, and it really just helps them feel like they can do it. And it reminds me of how powerful representation is when you see someone doing something that you want to do and that person looks like you. That really is uplifting and it makes you feel like you can do it too. One of the reasons I started this channel was because I wasn't seeing a lot of representation, and I hope that I continue to see more And I'm familiar with lots of designers of color and Black designers, and I know that not everyone else is, but I also seek that information out for myself. It's not as available if I'm not looking for it. It's not as in your face. And this organization really works to help slowly kind of turn the wheel and change that so that we're seeing more designers of color. The last organization I want to talk about is the USGBC. I've said so many alphabet soups, guys. I'm like exhausted from it. The U.S. Green Building Council is an organization that promotes sustainability and environmental responsibility through building buildings that are more responsible. And by that, I mean buildings that they're using sustainable materials, or they're finding a way for that building to use less energy, or to have less off-gassing, or to drain water in a way that isn't affecting the planet as much. All these kinds of things. If you want to learn more about environmental design, I can definitely do a video on that for you guys so that you can learn about different types of design and just help you learn where it is exactly that you want to be. Because if you love the environment and you also love interior design, you can blend those two things together. If you love shopping malls and you love interior design, or if you love hotels and interior design, restaurants and interior design, there is a place for you in the industry. That concludes this video. I really hope that this was helpful for you. You guys always ask me about ways to get involved, how do I get more experience if I don't have it, and how do I get an internship if I don't have it. These networking opportunities at these different events are superb opportunities to get involved with someone and get in touch with someone. They're always so friendly to students and anyone who wants to learn about the industry. I never have had a bad experience at any one of these organizations' events or anything like that. And as always, if you like this video and this content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all right? I tell you to stop playing the field. Go ahead and marry me already. You're looking at all these other channels. Hit that subscribe button and you marry me, okay? Where are you going? Don't click off, all right? I have more videos for you to watch. Are you subscribed? We're married now. Stay at home with me and watch some more of these videos, okay?